I feel like I'm still stuck in this state of catatonia. It's like being catatonic. I can help that I've developed a kind of country accent due to my regular use of AAVE. Um, Most people try their best to be as open about mental health. I've seen most artists be representation for um, what's it called? Exposing mental health, especially in an industry where the artists are treated unfairly. Like, I don't know if you're just listening to the music, but there's actually a lot else going on in the industry. Like, we see um, our artists getting like we see them getting scammed or embezzled of their funds just always saw that, and it was always unfair to the artists that after so much work I had put in, they're just taken advantage of immediately for the fact that they are younger, and so their brains are not that matured. Even if you could use the fact that I have this amount of education level, to me it's still the same. The industry just doesn't care, and they're just going to, you know, infantilize you just like my family does with me. So I graduated high school this year. I don't even remember the month I graduated in because high school was just that traumatic to me. I think it was maybe the middle of the year, or yeah, possibly I possibly graduated around the middle of the year. I was hoping I could get into like college and do something with media as I was actually like garnering up interaction and stuff. Problem is, I actually had no connections though. My struggle with mental health alone makes it um, apparent that I'm in this like season of frustration, and felt like the best way to, you know, avert it was by self isolation. Yeah, I remember all of them. I remember all the people in my life. As much as I still do struggle mentally. I would say that regardless of how like how bright of a person I could be sometimes. I was actually really bullied throughout my childhood. I was neglected. I mean, it looked like I came from a perfect home, right? But I was neglected, and I didn't really take no offense to the fact that I'm just a joke and you're just bullying a joke. Sometimes those remarks about me they get to me talking about real life shit. It was never on the internet. It was all in reality. I thought I was going to end up being a meme on the internet. And sometimes these like content creators, whether it's just making like the regular YouTube content or making funny content and all that, they get to a certain point in their career where they just end up making music too as well. Since whatever year happened, I feel like I can see there's like a gradual comeback on the internet. I mean, I do have my days where I have FOMO, and I wish I could have joined in whatever fun is going on out there. But right now, I'm still getting fucked in the ass by just the government itself and like patriarchy. And I guess I felt like I just deal with it by going live today, and it's just me interacting with myself. I feel like hate comments could get to you so much to the point where, yeah, but turns out that I'm not a perfect human being and I do deserve some of the hate that comes to me. I know it's valid. And it's like, oh shit, I'm actually still just a joke. So, how do we just cope with the fact that I actually really don't care as much? I'll take the fall this time. You know the whole thing about the music industry. There's a difference between getting signed and signing your soul. I wish I could pause the stream like how I'm able to pause an actual recording video and try to get myself together because it's not just scripted. These are just my raw emotions. This is as real as I can get to you. I mean, self help has done a lot for me. Therapy did help slightly in high school. Not everyone had that. Not everyone also could figure out that, hey, I think depression is actually very, very normal in life. You should actually embrace it. Your days aren't always actually going to be bright. Not at all. You're going to get beat up by rain on your walk on a certain day and feel like cow dung. I think I have much more of adult humor, regardless of the fact that I'm protective of other children, because I think I would have naturally been protective of my inner child or just a child. I've always hated bad kids, you know? Now I'm the bad kid itself. I've always pretty much been on there. You know what set it off was when I actually took those substances. That's what set it off and finalized it. And to other rejects and degenerates, as much as it pisses me off that I had to, find a safe zone there with y'all, thing is, you reap off being influenced. I'm talking about they will want you to like reap the consequences of disturbing their energy. So yeah, all those jokes about about joining the army and the military. Well, yeah, there's an actual soldier going through PTSD right now, and things that I'm the one meant for him. That's a really good prank, you know. I couldn't make anything out of my life because I was just this random fat fat ass, you know. Well, I like how people admired my confidence. I'm not like the most confident girl in the room, but it's like it takes a lot to just like have the energy. This is like the weakest I've felt with my mental. And you already know the cops are on my ass. So if I do get caught when I'm homeless, it's just straight to the fucking cells, bro. That's just how it feels. Guess wasn't the one who was able to get away. I'm easily profiled as well, especially knowing that sometimes when I step to the light, no one actually sees a, a female, they actually see a man. This is, I guess, this is just another one of my bad mental health days. I look very rough, look like I've neglected myself. I mean, I wasn't actually the fucking cleanest dude. I didn't even know how to wash my cunt properly, like up until like my adolescence, where I just felt like you guys could quit treating me like a mental patient. Like I don't have anyone, and I just had to like figure out how to take care of my own self through the internet. Just had to watch this video by this lady on how to take care of myself. I think I even did learn from men too sometimes. It's always so taboo, like just the human body itself, you know? You wouldn't find me getting sexploited again after After I already intentionally did that, and you could like kiss my ass, because that's just not right. I don't know why they keep doing this to high schoolers. And I'm telling you, those kind of guys who are just like manipulative and trying to sextort you, it does not just start up at high school. It doesn't. I feel like I could be your bro, but I just have a limit. I just have a certain limit. And I'm actually still a female at the end of the day. I don't know when it's actually the right time to say that I'm a woman. That's triggering enough to my parents just saying the word that starts with a W. I would say that she's actually a really strong one. She's not perfect, but yeah. I need to make my way straight to homelessness. I don't like being a bother to people. She cannot stand my filthy energy. And yeah, just like you're seeing me depicted, I do feel really down. Well, that's practically my life. I don't know what chapter of my life this is. I'm actually so blessed that I had gotten noticed by a couple of huge figures here and there. But I unfortunately have to put this Sega to an end because there's nothing going on for me. So it just has to end here. And you know what? Actually, having lost appetite, I would have gone right up to the fucking store and got my one of my favorite treats from the shop. Just these digestive biscuits, because that's just my autism, the autism in me. I practically go on and keep buying the same shit over and over again just to get the same taste on my tongue over and over again, you know. Because with my autism, I think I already stated in my previous video, it's just fixated on the taste of food. Well, my laptop is about to die. I was actually really proud of myself when I got it. My phone has been destroyed several times, my iPhone. And in fact, the time I got kicked out and I was stranded somewhere out there and just kept got stopped by the cops, and I just straight up pissed myself because it's just life. I would say I'm pretty tough. I was pretty tough. Yeah, I know this video feels like one of those suicide notes again. So I've already been open about my mental health, and mom is like, there's nothing wrong with you, so quit talking about your mental issues. Mental health does matter. People actually are fucked in the head. This is to Danny, but like, I don't know why you were on the computer with those random Asian guys back home that seemed like actual celebrities. Oh yeah, it was like being a bro taken too far because y'all always take it too far. Danny, that actually really hurt my feelings, you know. I'm actually a human being. And I know it sucks, but you actually would never get to be a footballer. You actually would never make it. Maybe that's why you just had this like Napoleon complex and you were just always mad for no reason. I mean, not all guys are like that.